Right, stop that. Sometimes I forget to take that off, you know. All right, let's set this properly. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. And let me see something. Let me see. Give me a second. Right, so I got to go on to this one. Yep. Oh, quality. Yeah, man. Big up, everybody. Big up, love and respect to everybody in the building. Actually, I'm not going to keep myself confined today. What if I go like that? Yeah, that's better. Right, that's better. And I'm going to move this over here a bit. Yes, lovely. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. We are going to go through the we're going to go for the game on Friday, season opener, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, and that's going to be at Anfield. So we're going to go through a preview of that. If there's any sort of like obviously news come up of transfers, we'll touch on that. But I very much doubt it. For all of you that do know or don't know, may I say, we have signed Giovanni Leone from Parma. The 18-year-old is going to come straight into the first team. Because many were speculating that it's going to be sort of like we buy the guy and we loan him straight out, back to Parma, or even back to sort of like another Italian team. Do you know what I mean? For him to develop. But I was dead against that. I didn't want that. I said, look, buy the player, just get him here now, and he can learn under, obviously, Virgil van Dijk, Canate, and the rest of the experience in the team. So he's needed right now. And hopefully, if we get, what to say, hopefully, but when we get Mark Gay in, because I feel that still happens. I feel that deal still happens with Mark Gay. When we get that in, yeah, we are rolling. So, guys, please do smash the like button and also smash the sub button if you have not subbed already. I'm up to 5,194. I will put the banner up in just a tick, okay? But also hit the notification button as well. Hit the notification button as well, okay? Hit the notification button as well, and you'll be notified when we go live. Right, the first off, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at Arne Slot's press conference, yeah? I'm going to take a look at that. So, without no further ado, let me go to the chat. And Dicko in the building, he says, he goes, all right, Rods, hope, okay, is, hope, obviously, when I do that, it gets me muffled in my words. He's supposed to put like, hope you're okay, but yes, I am. Is Footy not doing lives anymore? And yes, he is. I do believe, but he's got himself a little job, so he has to try and balance it in between that. So yeah, he surely is doing it. Still doing it. Cedric Lopez, quality, big up Rods, big up to you, my friend. I haven't seen you around for a while, my friend. I haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're well, though. Hope you're well. Now, what I did, yeah, right. Okay. Let me just tell you what I did. Now, what I did, this had this here had let's put it. This here had orange juice in it, so I washed it out, and I put a bottle of water in it, like a big bottle of water inside there. Then what I did, I put it in the fridge, the freezer for about an hour, just over an hour or so, and it was like blocks of ice ready. But now it's melted, and I have literally got some ice cold water, which I can tell you, lads and ladies, and whoever was here, I can tell you that this is so bloody refreshing. It is so refreshing. Do you know what I mean? You're supposed to drink a certain amount of water every day anyway, isn't you? Okay. Oh, God damn it. That's refreshing. That's refreshing. So, guys, make sure you drink your water, please. Please make sure you drink your water. At least try and drink a pint a day, at least. You know what I mean? You're supposed to drink a litre a day, but at least try and drink a pint a day. And Dicko's in the building again. And he says Bournemouth has just loaned out Sinistera to Brazil, the winger they signed from Leeds. Wow. One second. I think my dad's coming upstairs. 1 second. Give me a minute, guys, yeah? Sorry, I just thought my dad I just thought my dad wanted to come upstairs. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get back to the show. Right. I'm going to right. This one here. Big up Uncle Rods and the chat. Big up Scottish Bear in the building. Big up love and respect. Right, now I am going to star a few of these comments so I can come back to them. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the press conference just now, yeah? Let me start them not so I know where to start from. Yeah, I'm gonna start from. Okay, let's go to the Arne Slot's press conference of obviously the game. The game coming up today. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to take away this background. I'm going to take away the background. So we're going to have, yes, that's the back. No. Yeah, that's the background I'm going to have. Yeah, just want to take away the background for a bit because it doesn't look right. Okay. Why is there such a massive gap there? I can't understand. Right, let's go. Right. What is it?
I asked you about centre halves last week, and it seems that you might be able to bring two in. First of all, Giovanni Leone, what can you tell us?
That the club have agreed a deal, but he hasn't signed for us yet. So the moment when he signs for us, I can go into more detail. And the other one is, of course, the answer you always get from me.
Are you able to talk about that a little bit more broadly, though, and say what expectation you have of possibly getting hold of Mark Kane?
No. No, because he's not our player. And unfortunately, he was the captain of the team where we lost against last Sunday. So, no, if you want to have any talks about him, you should go to Palace, to Glasgow, and ask him his opinion about it.
Well, obviously the focus is on the start of your title defence now. So how ready do you feel you?
Yeah, I like that about Arne Slot. He's being very respectful to to the team. You know what I mean? To the team Newcastle. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that. I do like this. I do like what he does there. Let's carry on with this.
And the squad are going into the start of the season
as ready as we can be. So I think I've emphasized this last week on the fact that we've lost 3 or 4 starters, and unfortunately Ryan Gravenberg was not able to play last week and is not able to play this week. So that means that if you exclude the goalkeeper from the 10 outfield positions, 5 were different than the main starters we had last season. And if you then look the quality we bring on the ball, I'm very happy with that. Without the ball, it's 8 out of 10 times, also very good. But the aim at this club is not 8 out of 10 times, it's 10 out of 10 times. And that is the fine-tuning we still need to find defensively. And that went in pre-season.
We was about to resubscribe to, but why?
One time better than the other one against Bilbao. I was really pleased with our defensive performance because we didn't give away any chance at all, I think, out of open play. But we did concede 2 set pieces. Against Palace, we conceded the main chances we conceded were when we lost the ball ourselves. So it's been.
Yeah, just to talk about that Palace game, I think that was a situation and was a mixture between obviously Arne Slot and the players. You know what I mean? Obviously the players are there to blame for some of the things that went on. Because when you look at the first half of that game, the first half, as I said, it was a beautiful first half. You know what I mean? Our passing was good, pace was good, and so forth. But I just think in the second half, we kind of dropped off a bit. Do you know what I mean? We should have kept the pressure on. And plus as well, when it got to a certain time, I think it was 65 minutes or something to that effect, where, he's taken off like the players at the day that's got the pace, he's taking them off. Do you know what I mean? And the only person that he came left on was Salah, which was having a stinker all game. Do you know what I mean? So we then kind of like lost the pace of the team. You know what I mean? There was no pace in the team. Because he brought on like McAllister, which McAllister wasn't ready yet. And Endo, do you know what I mean? He kind of went too defensive, too negative, like, instead of letting the game just flow. Let the game just flow and, and see what happens and see if you can get that goal. Then, of course, in there you had Virgil van Dijk, which his 2 mistakes cost us 2 goals. If you look at it, you know what I mean? Look at the situation. Them 2 mistakes cost us 2 goals. Where he's given away a penalty, and then the second one he pushes out. The rest are staying there because the rest of the defending, we don't have to push out. All we need to do is hold our position. Do you understand what I'm getting at? But he's pushed out on his own, left a space in between there to sort of the ball can go in there, and obviously Ismail Sarr can run onto it. And by the time Ismail Sarr, by the time he's run onto it, it's too late now because it's too late for him to try and get back. So, yes, there was situations at the day where, if you look at Sabozza, he gave away the ball a lot. Do you know what I mean? There were certain players in the team that gave away the ball a lot, which should have been keeping hold of possession. Let's go back to it. Now. Let's go back to it.
ups and downs, where the downs were not so low. But I think there is the main part for us still to improve, which is normal. I think for everyone in preseason, it's normal that there's still room for improvement.
Yeah.
Let alone if we not only lost 3 or 4 starters, I think we've lost 5.
Yeah, there is room for improvement. I think that sort of like Virgil van Dijk, he needs to improve. There's massive improvements that he needs to have to his game. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Szoboszlai, he needs to. Szoboszlai, if I look at Szoboszlai, one thing criticism that I would say of him, he doesn't keep the ball well. He needs to keep the possession a bit more. Well, not a bit more, a lot more better than what he does. Do you know what I mean?
5 to 6 players that played quite a lot of minutes for us last season, and we brought in 4 new ones. So then it's normal to that there's a little bit of adaptations, but we are definitely ready for the league to start.
Taking all that into account, given what you achieved last season and how difficult it is to go back to back with Premier League titles, what are your expectations for the season?
Yeah, but the reason why that is so difficult lays mainly in the fact there are so many competitors that can also win the league over here. So
yeah, that is true because there's quite a few teams that have strengthened. Man United strengthened. You know, whether it would be like with what I perceive as mid-table players. Do you know what I mean? Because you look at Cunha. Where did Wolves finish? Mid-table. Brentford with Bournemouth. Where did they finish? Mid-table. Then you had Sesko. You got Sesko from RB Leipzig, which only scored about 13 goals in the whole competition last season. So you know there are some like mid emphasis on like they've got players from mid-table teams, but so we'd have to just literally see what they do. You know what I mean, in respects of like how they gel up with Man United, how they kind of like playing under Amrin, what playing style that Amrin wants, and so forth. Then you got Arsenal, and that's brought in Gokres, they brought in Zubamende, they brought in Madueke, and they might bring in Eze. I'm not too sure yet. Do you know what I mean? So you look at them, they've strengthened. Man City strengthened sort of like in January when they spent about nearly 300 million in January. Do you know what I mean? Like so Ryan Shirky and so forth. Reinders is coming as well. So there's quite a few players that they brought. So they've strengthened. Chelsea have strengthened. They brought in Hato. They brought in João Pedro. Do you know what I mean? They're looking to bring in Xavi Simons. You know what I mean? On top of what they got already. Do you know what I mean? So Tottenham bought Kudus. They got Kudus at their club. So there are multiple teams which Arne Slot is right. There are a few teams that you can probably say that could win it if they put their mind to it. But we, as Liverpool, have not got to think about that. We just got to go out there and play our game.
So to win it once is already very special. Let alone if you can win it twice in 3, 4, 5 years, or as we did twice in 5 years, and City did even better than us in the last few years. So that's unbelievable if you're able to do this in this league. And probably this year it's going to be harder than every year before because every team brings in new players, but our main competitors definitely did as well.
Arne, in that regard, obviously, this time last year you had a huge challenge ahead of you with coming to a new league, starting at a new club, replacing Jurgen Klopp, everything that went with it. Is this season, in your mind, even personally for you, an even bigger challenge than this time last year?
No, you forget to mention that you take over a team and you only have 2 weeks to prepare because there was a Euros and a Copa America. I think every preseason, every season has its own challenges. So last season it were the challenges you were just talking about. This season the challenge is that we've lost many starters and we tried to we've brought in very good and talented players again as well. And the challenge is always not only yourself, but also the teams you face. Now we're starting with Bournemouth, which was last season probably the most intense team in the league. And I mean in terms of running and also in the playing style, but that goes hand in hand. And then afterwards is Newcastle and Arsenal. So that sums up this league, I think, and the challenge we have.
What do you expect from Bournemouth on Friday?
What I just said, intense. They made it really difficult for us last season. We beat them 3-0, where you feel like, what is he talking about difficult? But if you look at the game, they had the first big chance of the game. They scored a goal, which was fractionally offside. And then we 3 times.
Yeah, see, Bournemouth is our good side, you know what I mean? People sleep on Bournemouth, but they're a good side. They are capable of certain times, and they cause you problems. They beat us 1-0 one time and down at air ground not so long ago. Then if you go back, remember when they beat us 4-3? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, they are capable of getting a result on the day with any team. So you can't really take Bournemouth too lightly. You got to go out there and play your game and play your game well. Do you know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying there.
I wouldn't say counterattack them, but we were very fast in moving the ball from back to forward. And all of a sudden at halftime we were 3-0 up. And then I thought, wow, which I always thought when I was playing manager in Holland, this is going to be 4-5-6-0. But the mentality Bournemouth showed in the second half, they just kept on going. And that's the mentality they had throughout the whole season.
I think that's the word I'm looking for. They have got a great mentality. Trust me, they've got a great mentality.
Afterwards as well. So they also lost some players. They also brought in good new ones, as they've shown in the last few years, that they can always bring in good new players. So, and away, it was even more difficult for us. So, very good team, good manager, and a challenge for us on Friday. But looking forward to it, because the evening game at Anfield is something everyone is looking forward to, I think.
You're damn Skippy. You're a damn Skippy. Right, one second, guys. That's it. Let me just try and get rid of this advert, because I don't want to get like. Stop it. Right, that's it. Literally have to try and get rid of that thing. Right, let me just look at the chat. I'm gonna look at the chat quick, yeah, and go to the chat and see what my guys are saying, man. Zane's in the house, man. Zane's in the house. He says, Rods, which player impressed you the most against Palace? For me, it was Ekitike. For sure, yes, that's the player who impressed me the most. I think, and I was feeling that why did he take him off? He should have kept him on. He was the one that caused him the most trouble. So yeah, I'll have to say Ekitike as well. Same as you, brother. Next, respect. I make me get vexed. Next one. Smash them likes on the way in. Liverpool faithful. Thanks. Yeah, big ups. Got to you. Cedric says, doing well. Hope you are okay. I hope you are okay. So, yeah, I'm good, man. Good, my G. My G. What that dog? Oh, Bear. Scottish Bear. It's a big up Scottish Bear. Cedric. It's a big Cedric. Oh. Palace want Elliot potentially swap deal with Gay. Good move for Elliot, especially if Eze leaves. Guaranteed start every week. I think you get a guaranteed start every week, even though Eze doesn't leave. You know what I mean? Just imagine them on either wing. That'd be a bonus for them. And possibly it'd be back down in his ends as well. And it's like near his ends where he grew up, isn't it? He grew up in Southwest London. I think that's Southeast London, isn't it? Crystal Palace, isn't it? Southeast London, I think. And Dicko says Scottish Bear says Uncle Rod's Fozzie was on Judge Mo's cooking Arsenal. Yes, that's my G, you know, that's my boy. That's my boy right there. There's plenty of you in there at the moment. Please smash the like and also smash the sub button. If you have not subbed, please do and hit the notification button. That's my boy right there. Fuzzy's my boy right there. Joe's knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, doing the Isaac celebration on his favorite celebration. Get it, this son. Brothers. Yeah, man. Yes. Like up troops. Only 4 likes from 17 in the building. Yeah, man. Just smash those likes, guys. Smash those likes. Mark A's in the building. He says, Aunt Dicko, where he done that? You know what I mean? Where did he do that? Okay. Red for Life says, big up yourself, Rose. Big up Red for Life, man. Love and respect, my G. Mark A in the building says, greetings, everyone. Easy, Mark A. I'm doing it tomorrow night. I'm gonna do a calling show tomorrow night. For calling show about an hour. So it will start at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna give the other people time and they obviously to sort of like do their stuff. But I'll be doing a calling show tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. And it's kind of like an hour after game because there's people that would sort of like that would do this stuff. You know what I mean? Do their calling shows or match reaction like straight after. Do you know what I mean? Straight after the game. So I don't really want to block and you know what I mean all that. Excuse me. And Dicker's in the building. And Dicker says, Mark, and favorite. What is that? I don't know. Look at that. Oh, Mark A on favorite Premier League goal celebration. All right. See, I'll get you, right? I'll get you. Mark. Yeah, Cedric says Mark. And Newcastle working on Arisa and another striker. Yeah, they're looking for Ollie Watkins, weren't they? Not Ollie Watkins, Jacob Ramsey. 23 of you in the building, please smash down likes. And Dicko says Cedric. Mark A says Cedric Lopez. And so on. And Dicko says guessing Leone at our training ground now. Right. You would have probably suspected it'd be something like that. Right, so let's put that there. So that's my marker, okay? It's my marker. Right, let's get back to this press conference. You just tell them to butt their ideas up. That's what you do. Man's up for the fight, boy. Man's up for the fight. Trust me. Man's up for the fight. Yeah, it's true. I mean, obviously in pre-season, what you usually do, you're testing out the team, testing out the players, which players that you want to bring into the first team fold, and which players you want to keep or which players you want to sell, and so forth. So it's all like one big testing thing. You know what I mean? overall in the preseason, I thought we played good, but obviously, you know, there were games at the day that we didn't play so well. Do you know what I mean? You know? But yeah, I think it was AC Milan. We got beaten by AC Milan, didn't we? 4-2 or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So, listen, it was all one big testing exercise, if you want to call it that way. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, on the whole, I was happy about the actual sort of like excuse me, pre-season. I'm gonna play you a bit more of it, and then I'm gonna sort of like go on to the predicted lineup and obviously predicted scores and so forth, and read out all the comments and that, and then I'll be out ski. Oh, Shaitan.
Like about Jeremy Frimpong, what we've seen of him
Sorry,
so far, played really well at Wembley in parts, but he's a different type of fullback. Hi there.
I have to play it from there because I remember, but bloody hell, I'm playing this bloody thing. I haven't shared the screen, but the fuck happens.
Arne, your defensive record last season was absolutely incredible. In the pre-season so far, I know you haven't been particularly happy with some elements of it. How do you resolve those issues when you're looking for that defensive solidity in front of your back four, when you're going to be without a game, the best defensive midfielder in the country?
Yeah. And don't forget, we missed out McAllister as well, the last part of last season, and he hardly wasn't able to play in our preseason. Only now recently he's played a few games, played a few minutes. But it's not that I'm not happy about certain parts. I'm telling you just a second ago that the standard here is 10 out of 10. So it's not one or two things we don't do well. No, in general we do all well, but well is not good enough. And there we have to go one step up in certain aspects, not in all aspects, in certain aspects. And then there's also something like I said, against Bilbao, we were really good defensively, but conceded 2 set pieces. And the games before, we also had mixed teams. So then you can also accept a little bit better that maybe timings between players were not as good as when you play the starters that has played so many times together. So there are reasons for it. Like I just said, mixed teams, new players coming in, Virgil being sick against Bilbao, Alisson not being there, Maka being injured, Ryan not able to play, and new players brought in. But all of this is definitely not an excuse when we start the league Friday, because we will 100% be ready on Friday.
Integrating new players into the Liverpool way of doing things is all part and parcel of pre-season and early season as well. And a lot to like about Jeremy Frimpong, what we've seen of him so far, played really well at Wembley in parts, but he's a different type of fullback to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was a complete one-off, and a different type of fullback to Conor Bradley. And do you have to sort of try and make sure that somebody as adventurous as Frimpong is with his dribbling, that he doesn't impinge on Mo Salah's sort of ability to get into those key areas and kind of neuter his effectiveness?
In my opinion, Jeremy and Conor Bradley are similar types, by the way, although Jeremy is maybe and Conor can both attribute to Mo's outputs, because if you play against these two, you have to be aware of these two as well. So it normally gives Mo even more space to get the 1v1s, because if we isolate Jeremy in a 1v1, it's difficult for the other team, and if we isolate Mo in a 1v1, it's difficult for the other team as well. So where maybe last season they could give a little bit of more help because Trent was a little bit more behind the ball, which was also dangerous because when Mo brought it back, Trent could deliver one of his famous crosses. So it's different types, but I think both types, and Trent proved it together with Mo. Trent brought the best out of Mo, and I think that that's the same thing is going to happen with Connor and Jeremy, with Mo, in that regard.
Thank you.
Sven Töllner, Sky Germany. Hi, Arne. Talking about Florian, still a young guy, first time away from home, one of the biggest clubs in the world, that enormous transfer fee on his back. How's he handling all that on and off the pitch?
Yeah, he might be young, but he already won a lot. So I don't think factually we can see him as a young player, but in terms of his experience that he's already having, I don't see him as a young player. He won the league in Germany, won the cup, played for his country numerous times. And apart from that, his mentality is maybe his biggest strength. And that says a lot, because if you see him play, you're like, are you serious? Because he's so creative, but how mentally strong he is. And he doesn't get distracted at all by a transfer fee or anything else. So I think good players always find a way to play well in good teams. And he is a good player, and he plays in a good team.
Does he need any help of yours?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, of course he does. Of course he's going to need help. But like what he's saying, what Arne Slot is saying, he's adjusting, and he's adjusting very well. Do you know what I mean? And we mustn't forget about what he done in Germany. Do you know what I mean? The stuff that he won in Germany, and how much of a good play he was in Germany. I mean, German football of the year twice. Do you know what I mean? So you don't get that if you're crap. So like, I think what Arne Slot is saying, don't forget. Do you know what I mean? What sort of player he's like. He's a very good player. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Like all the others. But we have a very good player care department, so I'm not looking for houses together with him or these kind of things. But on the pitch and on the training ground and in videos, he needs help for him to understand the way we want to play. That's not.
I'm throwing a party.
No.
We want to be intense. Xabi also wanted to be intense. He liked to dominate the position. Xavi would try to bring him in positions we want to try to bring him in. So a lot of things are the same for him. But it's true, he has to adjust to England, to the league, to the intensity, and to his new teammates as well. But I think if you saw the games, his adjustment went quite well. Better than even expected, and we already expected a lot.
You mentioned Grunberg earlier. He was on your radio fixture last season.
Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. We'll leave it right there for that one. And listen, if you want to see the rest of that interview, make sure you hop onto YouTube. I should have put the actual link down below, but I haven't. But hop onto YouTube and type in Arne Slot's press conference, and this will come up. Yeah, so you can watch the rest of it from there. says, big up Unks, big up to you. And Dicko says, Ekitike had a huge chance to make it 3-1 with the header. Yeah, I saw that. He came off. We had nothing. Yep, true. Yeah, I remember that header, man. Your Football Pal. Big up Your Football Pal. Love and respect. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Please do the notification button. It says, hi, boss. That's what you meant to say it. Ravi, well, go on, brother. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Ravi says, we need to stop playing Mr. Nice Guy like Jackie Chan, and blitz his teams like Flash. He's not nice today. Also, as well, we need had a voice, not a. What's that? had a voice. Had oh, you know, we'll quickly read this video. Had a voice not of James Redmond, Liverpool fan. He's a joker. Too funny. Yeah, he is. James Redmond's no easy. Yes. Yeah, really big up Ravi. Did you see what Gunnar Lee said about international fans? He's caused quite this stir. No, I try not to really watch Gunnar Lee, to be honest. I try because I find him to be a numbskull, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's just me being honest. I find him to be a numbskull. So, what did he say about international fans that caused quite a stir? Let me know. Please let me know what he said. He's always fucking putting his foot in it, isn't he? Cedric in the base, he says, we have first half mentality. Isn't it? Red for Life said, smash them lights. Yeah, man. Duke the man says, Red, this is Red for Life, pick up. Start 11 tomorrow, Rod. I'm going to do that just now. Hold on now. You okay, Roz? Look tired. A little bit. I'm a little bit tired because I woke up about 5:30 because I took my dad to the toilet. You know, as I told you, and then my dad's blind, and he, you know what I mean. Can't really do much for himself, so that kind of broke my sleep. And it took me about an hour to get back to sleep. But I fell back asleep, then I woke up about 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? So a little bit tired, but all good, all good. Starting line up Friday, Rods and chat. Yeah, man. All right, I'll be on it. Big up N90, man. Love and respect to N90. Please go and like and subscribe to N90's channel. Ravi, can you put N90's channel in the chat, please? Put it in the chat. Most of you only have to get subscribed to obviously N90, but if you haven't, make sure you do that for me, please. What's this? Frimpong doesn't jog back. No, Frimpong doesn't jog back. He runs back. He runs back like Grease Lightning. Anfield Irishman, big up Anfield Irishman. Love and respect to you. Again, Ravi, put Anfield Irishman's channel, sorry, in the chat, please. Please do that for me. Good guy. Love him to bits. Good friend of mine. With Newcastle signing Ramsey takes their spending to 133 million. Yeah, it's not that. Maybe when they sign him, they can frigging release Isak. Please release me, baby, do. Yeah, man. Let's do some starting lineup predictions, man. Let's do some of that, right? Let me just fucking thing. I do not remember this. So, all right, let's do some starting lineup. Yeah, man. Flash that free Isaac to blood fire. I'm gonna do a show on him, you know. I think I might do a show later. Hashtag free Isaac, man. Free the there. He's basically said international fans' opinions don't count. They don't get the culture. Jimmy, the Chelsea fan from America, destroyed him, though, on Staffy's channel, called him the diabetic. It's not that. You're pure, That Frimpong goal remind me of Constructive one in the Jared FA Cup final. Yeah, you did, didn't it? He went to cross, but it just went right in. I was like, shit. I ain't good. I think I'm crossing right in, man. You know that, dog. Bomber Clan. Please release me. Right. Bookmark, mark it there. Right, let's do this lineup to Ross Clark. Guys, you can join in as well, you know. You can join in as well. Please. No, please join in as well. Please. Oh, no, sorry. Right, obviously Allison goes in goal. Yeah. Same. Only anymore. All right, so we're gonna do player and club. See my club. Who says that? In it, is that Deji? In it, my club. The fuck. Yeah, Mr. Beck in the building. Right, he comes in as the goalkeeper. Who we having as right back, guys? Who we having as right back? Talk to me. Who we having as right back? I know there's gonna be more jokes. Yeah. Children, international fans make up a huge part of our fan base. Tell those fans in Hong Kong and Japan in pre-season that they don't count. What an idiotic point! Well, he's not the brightest spark in the building. He's not the brightest spark. Put it this way, yeah, he's not the brightest spark, is he? He's not bright. He's got a slate missing. As my mate used to say years ago, he's got a slate missing. Red for life, yeah. Without global support, football fans would die. Of course they would. Anybody that doesn't say so, doesn't think so. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to get rid of this bloody thing. Okay. Right. So what's going on with this thing? What's this thing? Right. So we're gonna go Frimpong then, yeah. You can tell Newcastle fans aren't used to bigger club signings. Their players watch when they come from Ramirez, Tonali and Gordon in for a shock. Trust, brethren. Trust. Alright. And Dick in the building. And Dickon says, for life, I think Maka be on the bench. I think as well. I think he'll be on the bench as well. Right. Let's have a look at this timeline. Right. So we're going as for Frimpong as right back there, yeah? Frimpong is right back. And obviously Kanate comes in, doesn't he? Virgil. Comes in. And then yeah. Guys, right. Tell me what you think about the back four, yeah? And Dicko, Ali, Frimpong, Kanate, Virgil, Kirkes, Szoboszlai, Jones, Wirtz, Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike. That's what and Dicko says. Refalife and Dico CJ and Sabozla in double pivot again. Then yeah, looks like it. I can see that's all. I can see that that's still. So I can see that. I can see that still with Maka coming back into action slowly. Okay. I hear that. Every single club lost its best player. We watched Barnes, McManaman, Owens, Torres, Suarez. We lost, sorry. That's what we can say. No, we rushed. You put the rushed. We rushed Barnes, McManaman, Owen, Torres, Suarez, Coutinho, Trent. Why they so different? I hear you. All right, let's get back to this now. So you guys seem to be happy with that back four. Bloody, I can't stand this thing. Right, relief. Right, so it looks like we're gonna go. We're gonna do this. Yeah. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones comes in. And let's see. Both sides really said that that Granberg's not going to be sort of like ready. Obviously selling her right. And then you got Verts. Yeah. Yeah, and then Gapper here. And then Ekatike. There you go. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Let me know what you think about this. Let me know, guys, what you think about my predicted starting lineup. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think. Can see why we want Leone and Isaac for height. Fact, that guy about 6'5", man, to ask like. You know what I mean? I've read that. Every single club has lost its best players. Yeah, I've read that. Yep, Slot loves him. Facts. Yeah. Can see why we want Leone and Isaac for height. Facts. Rod's check transfer sector. How he has spoken on Isaac. Okay, let's check that now. Let's check that now. Please release me. I was singing that, you know. Let's just check this sector. Let's check that now. It's so hot today, man. Bear with me, guys. I'm just checking out this thing. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Just trying to find it at the moment. Can't seem to find it. Yeah, maybe. I can't find it. I seem to find anything so far. This is Mark Gay 3 hours ago. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry for being quiet, guys. I just trying to find this thing that see. Right. Let me tell you. Let me show you what I have found so far. Okay. This is on. This is 3 hours ago from my video, right? Can't seem to find it. Sorry. Luis Diaz is from Caracas. Let's share this now. Okay. He says, new, this is about 3 hours ago. New Crystal Palace know that Mark Gay is keen on moving to Liverpool, and their clubs are confident a deal can be struck, despite the fact Chairman Steve Parish is keen to drive a hard bargain. To start off, there's another one. I see oh, it's okay. Yeah, this is it. It says here, Giovanni, the only flying to Liverpool this morning, 26 million moves set to be completed in the next 24 hours, should be done by Friday, but it's not a signature part of the package. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I'm trying to find the thing. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is the quote. It's come from Eddie Howe. Oh, wait. Richard Hughes Masters quoting and defending Liverpool's band of 1,300 million when Sky interviews reference about bringing in Gay and Isaac. Okay. At what point did the chief executive of the Premier League start quoting clubs' net spend? So this come from Eddie Howe away. Eddie Howe. Right. So don't want the transfer window to end when the conspiracy theories from Newcastle fans past months have been comedy gold. It hasn't. Is this the thing? Is this the one you're talking about? My guy. Let me see if that's the one you're talking about. Is that the one you're talking about? Come on. Is that the one you're talking about, Antica? Is this the one you're talking about? With missing Brentford opening game because of Newcastle links. Yeah, it's right for you to do that, isn't it? It sounds like just once. It sounds like just once sold, so can spend the money. Cedric says, release me and let me play for them. Facts. Cop on podcast, big up Cop on podcast. It seems like you're new around here. Please smash that like button and also hit sub button. We can't hear you because of your fan shit. Sorry. I just have to put on for because it's getting warm. Sorry. Thank you, Cop on podcast, for letting me know. Bring that to my attention. Thank you. But hit the like and hit the subscribe, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Most of all, hit the like. Roz, your mic is a bit muffled with the fan. Yeah, I sort of took it off now. Apparently, Paris gonna bid 40. Let's take a look at this. Apparently, Paris gonna bid 40 million for Elliot. Would have buyback option. I'm feeling that. Maybe we can blood clot get gay, innit? Hello, by the way. Yeah, big up, man. Thanks for letting me know. Transfer sector, Ross. I've looked on it. Oh, transfer sector. No, I'm sorry, bro. My bad. That's better. Thank you very much, sir. Ross, you sound like you're in a wind tunnel. Have liked to subscribe. Big up. Love and respect. Like, yeah. Sorry, but I had to put the fan on for a bit, man. Right, so transfer sector. My bad. But I still got to find out a few stuff on this. Right, let's go into transfer sector. Just obviously before I go, I need to get to the shops quick. Here we go. Transfer sector. Right, here we go. This is what he's talking about. I don't think it's been healthy for us. I don't deny that it's been a big challenge. Alex, for me, is one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best. To miss him from your squad leaves a huge gap. Yeah, well, it would. But you just got to prepare yourself for that. Do you know what I mean? Every team in the day loses their sort of like their most influential player, their big player. Every team, it happens to every team. Do you know what I mean? You're not just the only one. Happens to. And that's better. Nice. I'm surprised West Ham haven't gone for Elliot. He'll be perfect. Yeah, that's true, you know. Cop on podcast. Big up yourself. Newcastle signing Ramsey, does that help with freeing of Isa. I hope so. I really hope so, Red for Life. I really hope so, because this saga is getting too much now. I'm sorry. And oh, yeah, definitely. Cop on podcasts. Actually, no. Stevenson has signed a new deal and gone on loan to Dundee United. That's good for him. That's good. That is good. That is really good for him. He is a promising player. That's good for him. Eddie Howe getting his excuses ready. Eddie Howe getting his excuses in early. I bloody love it. I love it. I love it. All these pundits slamming Isaac wonder what think of Isaac, what it means, what they say, think of Isaac. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Selective outrage, my Aunt Dico. It's a selective outrage. You know what I mean? Cop on. He wants him sold. Yeah, but big up. Okay, guys. I think I've come to the end of the show now. Oh, give me your prediction for tomorrow night. Your predictions for tomorrow night, please. Give me your predictions. Come on. Let's get your predictions in for tomorrow night, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's get your predictions in for tomorrow night. Yeah, man. Predictions. Is it me or is loaning Stevenson back again to the same club? Waste of time. Oh, was he with Dundee United before? If that's the case, it's a bit of a waste of time, isn't it? Really, to be fair. How long do you think Howie can continue as a manager? Christmas. I'll give it to Christmas, mate. I'll give it to Christmas. 4-1 Ekitike, Brace, Salah, Brace, Semenyo for them. Yeah, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I want Whistler to score tomorrow as well, man. My boy there. Is this one here? And Dicker says 4-1 us, same as Norwich game 3 years ago. Ekitike, Wirtz, Salah, Gappo. Just put some money on that, G. Some money on that. And Dicker, yeah, yep, he was. Yep. Yeah, man. So listen, I'm gonna do a watch along tomorrow. So please join me for the watch along tomorrow evening. Red for Life says T1 Hugo and Hugo Dom. That's 3-1, isn't it? All right. Oh, sorry, 3-1. So Hugo Dom and Verts. Sorry, I read it wrong. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a watch along tomorrow. Yep, a new look watch along tomorrow. Trust me, come and join me for that. I'm gonna try and set it up all later tonight. So then at the day we can I could just put it straight on. Do you know what I mean? Tomorrow. Yeah, so coverage will start at so the coverage will start Coverage start at 7:45. Is it? It is an 8 o'clock kickoff. So coverage start at 7:45. You know what I mean? Give the team give the team news and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, come on, join me for that. I'm going you lucky bitch. I'm going the match was you lucky wretch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be emotional tomorrow as well, you know. It's gonna be really emotional. Really emotional. I mean, yeah, it should be a new look much on tomorrow. So come and join me for that, okay? If you're gonna let me see how much likes I've got. Okay, blood clot. Just checking something, guys. Say what? Benches. Say what?
Waiting for. Visit the dream.
Yeah, man. Come on, guys. Let's get these likes up again. Let's get these likes up for when you're watching on the replay, please. Get likes up. And Dicker says, Ross, I've had my season ticket since 2010. I'll just say Bomber Club. Dico, I'm gonna link you. Dico, listen. Dico, yeah. I'm gonna put my thing in it. I'll put my I need to put my Twitter in here, right? See, that's what happens. I'm fucking screwing about it, actually. I'm gonna put my Twitter in there, right? And link me on Twitter, man. DM me on Twitter, bro. DM me on Twitter, bro. Yeah. These people there. All right, so let's get this. Let me try and get my G some more deals. Yeah. No, I want to do that. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I'm just trying to get my G, my deals, man. All right, here you go. Right. Follow me on Twitter, bro. Yeah. Here's my Twitter handle. Yeah. Follow me on Twitter and I'll follow you back. Yeah. I will follow you back. And then, we can link up something. So, yeah, well, there were horrific days, man. Craig Hope update at 5 o'clock. I follow you on. Oh, you follow me already? Okay. DM me, bro, and I'll DM me back. In fact, I'll DM you. I'll try and find you and DM you. Brett Young says, Real Madrid are my second club. Real Madrid are my second club I hate the most behind the Red Manx. Yeah, facts. I hear that. And Dicker, I'm gonna DM you, bro. I'm gonna DM you, brother. Real talk. I'm gonna DM you. Yeah, I'm gonna DM you, brother. Right, so you're gonna watch this on the replay. Please hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified whenever I go live. Okay. And yeah, when you watch this on a replay, please get the likes up, smash the likes as you're doing it when you watch this on a replay. And the last one, Red for Life says Newcastle game is going to be crazy. Them Geordies hate us now. Especially if we got like either by that time, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, listen, it's been a great show. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be off now. I say please get the likes up once you watch this on the replay, okay? So yeah, I may be back late on tonight. I'm not too sure. I may be back on tonight, but we'll see. But I'll for sure be back tomorrow to do the watch along. For sure. Red for Life and said, Red for Life, right, let them try hard to be our rivals. It can never be our rivals, boy. Can never be. They can never be. So yeah, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Love and respect. Peace. And we are out. Officially, we're out of it. Take care, guys. Bye bye now. And you may see me later. Maybe.